Our viewers, our fans, that's if we say our fans. Welcome to Game Week 9 of our Great Minds podcast. And today we're going to start it off on a very good note. Nduru, yeah, none other than Harry Maguire, the big man himself, was highlighted this game week. But before we go on, allow me to give the floor to my co-hosts to introduce themselves.
Yes. This is it. As we always rock, as usual, I'm the JW, and as usual, I'm always happy and excited. So far, the game week is just doing wonders for me. As usual, Captain Haaland is in the lead, and I would say so far I'm doing good. I'm literally chasing my undefeatable, bringing them closer. So I hope you enjoy what we're going to discuss today, and we'll give you basically what we feel football is about and enjoyment. Over to you, Dawes.
Glory, Man United. If you hear that song, you just know United won. This is Double S, and I'm here to rub it in your faces. The non-Manchester United supporters.
They rated 2-1.
Right now, I think Van Dijk is crying. Plus, KY somewhere.
He modeled the Van Dijk modeled, right?
But it's good to have you guys here. NL.
Yeah. Great to have you all here. I hope you had a good day.
Of course.
Did you feel the jam?
Don't talk about the jam. I think this time, and specifically when we talk about that jam, and then you look at what happened in Gayaza, it's a nightmare. I don't know why the Kasangati road that passes through the. I don't know why it passes through the Namavun side, and then they work on that road. I don't know why that's not so hard, because my understanding is that we had to wait for people up to literally well late hour, and the distance they travel is supposed to be extremely so near. Maybe because of the VDs.
Yes, it is because of the VDs, because all the schools are having their days on the same day, and now all the cars are trying to leave the same place, using the same road at the same time. And as we speak, there are still people in traffic.
Exactly.
Yes, but still, the place is so near. It's like 6 kilometers. How do you spend there 7 hours?
Yeah.
By the way, if you don't know, we are speaking about Gayaza Road. For those who need land this side, as you can see, it's now hot cake. Please. Count me with your money.
So you're broke now.
I'm
anything that has money. Do you want players?
No, surviving is winning.
Surviving is winning.
Yeah.
So it's been a good game week. We will begin with Nottingham Forest and Chelsea.
My disappointment there is again Chelsea getting a red card. I don't know. I think it's becoming a practice for them all, alternatively, like what the Wallace usually say. Maybe they are betting.
No, I think they want to break the record. They want to be put in the Hall of Fame for the most red cards conceived consecutively.
But they still won.
Yeah, but you see their coach has been on the bench since he got a red card the previous game week.
Yes.
So, but you realize that when the game was beginning, Chelsea was literally being outbeaten. But there's a paper that came through.
Yes.
Did you see the paper that came through?
Yeah, I think that cheat had something on it.
The cheat came through, and before you knew it, probably the assistant coach wasn't seeing it the way it's supposed to be done. And then before you knew it, you see Josh scoring literally in the 49th minutes after that paper coming through. So do you think the paper had the magic? Do you think it is always good for the main coach to be on the touchline?
I think the Nottingham Forest players should be blamed. The guy read the cheat and then threw it down there. You grab the thing and read it.
You never know, it had nothing.
Yes, I don't know why, because previously guys would, when they would get that cheat, they would actually chew it after passing through the necessary instructions. But this time Rhys James just let it drop it there in the field, and
he threw it there in the field, and the guys just walked past it.
exactly.
He littered. He littered in the pitch.
Yeah,
But there are also allegations that the coach, Esperato, is going to be no more.
In fact, the moment the match was ended like this, we got a notification.
yeah, and you notice that
coach has been sacked.
their big boss, there's a big
yes.
guy there. He didn't end the match. I
yes.
think close to around like 78 minutes there, he left the pitch, and we knew something weird is going to happen to the guy.
He had to look for his laptop and write that email. Copy other co-directors.
Stakeholders, yes.
Say,
This
to
guy is
all.
no more. So, Esperato, what would you advise for the guy to do? Is it bad timing for him? Is it another time for us? Is not shifting or doing anything?
As the president says, I remain one. He should change careers.
It
But-
comes from Esperato, that is what, Mexico?
In Mexico, now that's what? Njag.
but I think the guy used to coach well.
Yes.
I mean,
Remember in
Nottingham Forest
Wolves?
Hey.
Yes.
And by the way, ever since he left Wolves,
It's a nightmare.
he has
for
been
them.
struggling.
True. And that's the beauty of being overambitious. Remember, he left Wolves and I think went to Chelsea.
Yes.
Did he overlast there?
I think over 10 games. Was it Spurs? 10 games.
Yeah,
And the guy
and-
was sacked.
So, and before you knew it now, when it comes to this side, you're already seeing things already happening and literally getting bad for him. And before you know it, the guy has been sacked. So what would you recommend? Remember, is it Ange Postecoglou?
Yes.
The one we told that he needed to take a break. Do you think he needs to take a break from coaching?
Yeah, I think he does. Because at least for Nuno, he was performing. But then for Postecoglou, he was already struggling in Spurs. And then you leave Spurs, and then
No, but
immediately...
Postecoglou won the FA Cup. That's why Tottenham Hotspur are in Champions League now.
But again, just one
You
trophy,
give him
but
credit for that. I mean, did the man
He
you
was
get,
literally...
did the man you get anything last season?
Okay, they didn't get anything.
Does that make a change?
But-
Similar to Arsenal, what did they get?
But Spurs was on the edge of relegation.
Yes, but they're playing Champions League. I
Yes,
thought
they
that's
are.
what matters.
Okay,
Because-
achievement.
Because as we speak now, they are getting revenue from Champions League, right?
Yes, they are.
And Man U is getting what?
Manchester is getting nothing.
As we speak, they're already out of the Carabao Cup already.
But
So
then,
I think,
regardless, the guy still got sacked.
yes, true. Maybe he was tired. Maybe I told them that he wanted to move.
I
True,
doubt.
it could be
I
true.
doubt.
It could. It
He was
is a
sacked.
possibility.
Yeah.
I believe the guy was sacked.
But to move on, it was quite a good week. We had Brighton and Newcastle at 2-1. We had Burnley and Leeds, which was also a 2-0. We had Crystal Palace and Bournemouth, which was,
That was an interesting game.
it was a draw. What do you have to say about that?
I believe Mateta would have given Crystal Palace the win.
But
It is Mateta.
you see, that man is is very weird. He scores 3 goals.
Very hard goals.
And then he gets a very clear chance.
Keeper to beat.
And you know where the ball went? It is even way worse than Captain Fantastic penalty.
in the crowd,
And you know how far he was to the goal?
Maybe the guy initially he was a defender. So muscle memory.
So, but then the other thing maybe I would ask is that what happened to Bournemouth? Because they were literally ahead. If you check at the goal scoring records, you would not very well that they were 2 goals ahead already.
Yes, they were leading.
Yeah, and then from nowhere, Crystal Palace came from behind. You think Crystal Palace is changing and is becoming a thing?
it is a team that's becoming a thing, and there is a high chance that in because they are playing Man City next, chances are high they might beat Man City with such a performance like today.
For me, I say it's luck. Okay,
Crystal Palace luck?
Yes, it is a good team, but in this particular game, it was luck. You saw Mateta's goals.
Yeah, yes.
Pure luck.
Yes. So you believe that Bournemouth still have an edge?
Yes, Bournemouth had a better edge than Crystal Palace.
Okay. So the next one was Man City and Everton, which was quite obvious.
Of course.
It was a 2-0 win. Then we had Sunderland and Wolves, which
But
was
before
also,
you leave that game, you need to respect the best man on planet now.
the man of the match.
Yeah, you cannot just say Man City and then it was you need to recognize
It has the best striker
exactly
in this era.
Yes,
But it was
2
Everton.
goals. 2 goals
What do you mean
against
it was
Pickford.
Everton?
It was Everton.
Pickford.
Which team hasn't Haaland hammered in the Premier League?
On to the next.
So you cannot just say Man City, Everton, and then you just walk away from that. Is it because you don't have Haaland?
I didn't. Haaland, no. It was expected, but it was Everton.
That man scored 2 goals.
Yes,
no.
even before the guy retires, he should be put in the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
For a team like Everton, no.
No,
No.
the guy has 11 goals,
Yes.
and the next person, I think the second has over 6 goals.
I mean, I don't know why. If you look at his goal rate scoring is extremely so high. So per goals, and if you look at literally, the guy has scored in nearly each and every game. If you take the average of the goals that he has scored in this all goals, including the nations, whatever, his country.
Yes.
The man seriously is scoring like nothing. So NL, it's not polite for you to just mention a
It's a
match
good
and exactly. This is not Man U, where you just be surprised of a few people getting a few things here and there. You get yes, NL.
Moving on, we had Sunderland and Wolves, which was a 2-0. I like the way Sunderland is now coming up.
Yeah.
Mokide.
The best defender in the world.
We were talking about the guy. You
Yes.
kept saying, where do you get these players from?
Yes.
And it's 4.0.
But did
4
you
point.
did you check that the goal that he scored, it wasn't nearly a corner or something like that?
The
It
goal was built.
Yes. He was nearly participating in the build-up. You might think he was actually. I thought he was a striker.
It was so unexpected from him because he normally doesn't score. So I feel like it was a chance.
It was luck.
It was luck.
Did you look at the goal? Have you been following him?
It was a good
Do you know
goal.
why we have him in our teams?
Because
Do you
of
know why?
the clean sheets?
First
and-
check. Do you know why we have him in our
Because
teams?
he has good clean sheets.
Have you seen his stats?
Check out the stats.
His goal was by
You will
luck.
be surprised if you buy him this coming game week. You will be so disappointed.
I still
And
stand by my wife.
don't meander people. Our listeners could he's a very good guy. Davores.
Have you seen his stats?
No, he is a good defender to have. But that goal, he
know
isn't a person who he isn't Haaland.
What do you mean he
We can't
isn't
count
Haaland?
on him for goals, but we can count on him for a clean sheet.
Which is what we want in a defender.
Exactly. That is what we want in a
We want
defender.
Haaland to score, and we want this guy to keep a clean sheet.
Yes.
Moving on, we had Fulham and Arsenal. As we clearly stated, Arsenal, we just move.
But
it
no.
was a
But you
1-0.
see, the thing about Arsenal, 1-0. You'll be shocked that they might end up being like Liverpool. You know very well Liverpool
In the
is
near future.
So losing games. And the games that they were winning in the earlier matches, you would see just luck, and then they are winning. And I remember telling you that one of these days that team is going to start losing games. And guess what is happening? So far, losing crazily. So the same thing I'm thinking for Arsenal. I don't know. I don't want to predict per se, but chances are next 3 to 4 games, Arsenal is likely to lose one of those games.
But so far, it has been a good time
which
to
is
own
strong, which
Arsenal
I
defenders.
also do believe Arsenal is going to lose a game in the next fixture, and it will be a crucial one.
But Nigeria Major Vegenda Gua.
No, it's on record. Arsenal just does things like that.
But normally towards the end of the season.
Yes, but no, it does. It does beginning, mid, and end.
Hey.
It's scheduled. Then we had Spurs and Aston Villa, which was a 1-2. Any remarks on that game?
Again, I don't know if either Aston Villa is coming back on form or it's just was lucky to hammer Spurs. But I know the next game week they are playing Man City. So I don't know if we are likely to see the same results, but I really highly doubt that this could be luck for Aston Villa, especially to hammer Spurs.
For me, I think it's Spurs who is moving downwards. I
But they
think
started
Spurs is
started
going
well.
off form now. Because when the season started, these guys were hammering. We bought Spurs players.
Yeah.
We bought Richarlison. We bought Kudus. We have Pedro Polo. We are now selling the guys.
I still feel like Aston Villa is one of those teams that just disorganizes the league.
No.
It
What do you mean
beats-
by? Yeah, I remember. I think was it last season, but one those weird those guys hammered the Arsenal.
Yes, that's what I'm
I
saying.
mean,
they
Arsenal was
just
off.
disorganized. They were between us and the cup.
And when
Yes.
but when you look at the performance of our man last season, that is Watkins. What is happening? Is he deteriorating? Is he mentally disturbed?
I don't even know what is happening, and they still have the same squad.
They still have the same squad.
Yes.
So
Is
you
it the same
so
coach?
you think it's
Yes,
it's
the
still the
same
same coach. Yes. Still the same coach, Moyes. Yes, it's still the same coach.
Was
So,
they given a raise?
no, Moyes. No, it's not Moyes.
It is
for
Unai Emery.
Unai
Yeah,
Emery. Yes,
Emery.
the one for Aston
For
Villa.
Arsenal,
Yeah, but I don't know. I have a feeling Watkins either is fading or I don't know.
It could
How about-
be just a bad time, a bad game week.
No, it's
Probably.
not this one. The guy has only one goal in 8 game weeks.
It's a bad season. It's like for Salah.
All right. Yes.
Moving on, we have. Play me first, skip.
Skip one.
Glory Man United. It's Harry Maguire.
We had Liverpool and Man U, the game of the weekend. 1-2 with a late winning goal by Harry Maguire.
You see, again, I'm going to say this is that Liverpool losing that game, I'm not surprised. You know very well how it has been performing.
Yes.
And this is literally clear signs. I remember in the previous game, Van Dijk was nearly modeling. Remember, I can say those goals.
Yes.
The game in Chelsea.
Yes.
You saw what happened. The guy was faked. And when you see the rate at which, and I don't want to say that because Alisson is not in that goal. The goalkeeper that they have, something, I think it seems to be from Egypt, based on the name. I may not be so sure about that, but
Liverpool's goalkeeper.
yeah, they won.
Mamadashvili.
Yeah, something like that. The name sounds Egyptian. But when you look at, is a good goalkeeper.
Yes.
But when you look at Liverpool defense, especially when you focus on Konate, I don't understand. Is he down? I'm told there are talks for him going to Real Madrid. Is he now confused in those lines? The only person that you see comfortably playing in Liverpool defense is what is that? Soboslai?
Soboslai.
Is the one that is really, really actively playing that game. And I don't know what happened to Kakez. Or
By the
Kakez, depending on how you want to prefer him or something. I mean, because when he was in Bournemouth, you saw what he was doing.
The guy was delivering.
But now he's in Liverpool, the defense is so meandering. Is it
Not only defense, even his attacking power reduced.
I mean, when you talk about the attacking card, there is a guy who is literally is failing to accept that football is going away from him. And that is none other than Mo Salah.
You have to leave football before the football leaves you.
Exactly, because if you see the performance, the man is you nearly see any of his move that is making and the like. So I have a feeling it's and Liverpool have bought Isak.
They spent a lot of money this
that
transfer
is-
season.
That is something seeming to be a flop.
And we're still not feeling the impact of
They
Isak.
bought Isak. The only guy that they bought and is delivering is Ektike.
Yeah, Ektike is trying to. But why did he cut off his hair?
I don't know what happened to the guy.
Is it solidarity for football? Or he thinks like if he does that, the
He
teams
will.
are going to be winning as expected.
No, maybe he didn't want to stand out because he's the one who had tinted hair.
And when you look at Manu in that game, I don't know why I have a feeling that Manu is literally gaining its potential. That is what I'm thinking. I'm seeing
Ladies
players.
and gentlemen, we are back. No.
No, they just brought in a star. They had a star player. I will always say this: Harry Maguire is a star player.
Yeah, that is.
World
yes,
class.
He's a very good defender.
exactly. And Maguire is actually has passion. Is passionate for Man U.
Yes.
I think he's a guy who really likes Man U. And for some reason, he's always in those spots whereby goals come to him, and then he does score.
Good positioning.
And so what is happening to your strikers? You have Mbeumo, you have Cunha, you have Captain
scored,
Fantastic.
actually,
He did score, but you don't expect a winning goal to come from a defender.
Yes. But then it's Cunha who is struggling somehow.
Yeah, I am
Cunha's
not
really
feeling
struggling.
his impact. I don't know if it's because he's playing on a same pitch with Mbeumo. So Mbeumo is kind of outshining him, but I'm not really feeling his impact the way we would.
Yeah, and when you see, well, maybe they are still catching up, but you see Mbeumo when he's playing in Man U, you still see the only conflict that I have is still with when you look at how Cunha is playing, because he had a component of Captain Fantastic back then when we were still in Wolves, and I think that's the same thing which is beating Joe Pedro in Chelsea. The goals, literally the balls are at the scoring side, but the guy is still in the center. Trying to, I think that
the positioning is off.
Is that numbering is still in his head that he's not a striker. That's what is beating, and I think it's the same thing that Cunha is also experiencing in Man U. But again, it's still too early to judge them. This is just 8 game weeks, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we can judge them at 16 game week, but a flop is a flop. It's like Rome Sterling in Arsenal.
You can't say that.
Real Highness? Come on.
But Real Highness was a flop. But by the way, he was a star in Liverpool.
Not really, but anyway. To move on, the last game of the game week was on a Monday. I don't know, do people really watch those games on Monday?
Yeah, we do.
But I don't know, personally, I don't watch them because the few times that I've tried, a few minutes into the game, I'm off.
By the way, Monday is tough.
It is a really bad day.
Yeah.
And it's always one match. Why don't they just fix it somewhere?
On Sunday.
At least even if it's, I think, Friday evening. I feel like Friday evening is way better than Monday.
Yeah. And that game for Bedford, because I see they hammered West Ham 2-0, and there is Thiago. Is this someone that we need to start focusing on?
Not yet.
I think for now, I think the guy is worth a scout, because what other strikers do we have? Gyökeres struggling. Manchester United strikers struggling. Watkins nowhere to be seen. Richarlison and Solanke.
I actually don't know what happened to Solanke. You've just mentioned about Solanke. I don't know what happened to him ever since he moved to that. There's this same guy for Hotspur. He used to also be in Leicester. Very good. He's a midfielder. Forgotten his name, but when the name comes back, there's a way players disappear from the scene.
Madison.
The same thing that happened to Sonny March.
Yes, the problem with Madison, they get out of injuries. I don't know why.
Yeah. So but again, I would say, NL, is it time to focus on Thiago?
Not yet.
For me, I think you need to scout him, because the options are few now. Most of the strikers are struggling and not giving us any points. You are seeing Joao Pedro. Most of us are thinking about transferring him out.
I still feel like he still needs time to be scouted. But on to that same point of football, moving on to now the local scene. Did you hear the news about our Ugandan format?
Actually, it came when we were watching. What game we were watching? There's a game that we were watching. And that news came out. Shitty football was unturned.
The format was rejected.
and I was told earlier on this week, I was told that the Vipers president was supposed to meet our Minister of Education and Sports. And I think through that meeting, it came out clearly that the shitty football man seems to thinking that because he has some power somewhere, somehow, is going to do things the way he wants them to do. But I think because given that Murinda is extremely intelligent compared to the current FIFA president, you wouldn't expect Magogo to outshine or outbeat headwise.
And because Mulindwa is the former FIFA president.
Yes, and I'm told the logic. He came in, the Abaganda Bagamba go on yegere yakulaki. Yeah, Rikusambia. So the guy was literally like a shamba boy for Mulindwa. And now when he receives the power, you see what happens.
I feel like that move he did was trying to make a signature for himself. He wanted to put something that he could be remembered by.
I think the guy is just too greedy. The 19 billion is not enough for him.
You notice that in this same week, you notice that there's a letter that came from FIFA about football bribery and fixing matches.
Really?
Yes.
They released some statement saying that whoever is planning to fix matches or do anything illegal, they are going to face some consequences.
So by the time they release something like that means it's been happening.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. And you know very well that our current Uganda coach was somewhere inflicted in similar cases from the previous
more than once
where he came from, and
fixing matches.
And if you notice that we are not saying he did it. I mean, it wasn't confirmed, but there was a rumor that was into that same stuff. So, given the fact that this guy wanted to do this shitty football within our EPL, is that and remember, per the format, FIFA was supposed to show you where you're supposed to play the games from.
Yes.
So, don't you think that the ninja is becoming too greedy?
I feel like he is becoming too greedy.
They select the stadiums for you. Means what? They're not going to collect that money.
Yeah.
They're the one collecting that money. For you, what you're doing is playing, and then they'll give you some smoker commission.
It's just to attend.
Yes.
So ideally, they wanted to monopolize the whole system.
Exactly. So I don't know. Do you think and this is something which usually run into my mind, is that if you look at the background of Magogo,
yes,
and how he has grown up, how he has been raised, and etc. I have a feeling it has an impact on him. I mean, from something, nothing to something. Now he's literally he's power hungry, he's money hungry, and remember, he's the husband to the Speaker of Parliament, right?
Our speaker,
is it official?
It is official. It is. With twins.
So I mean, I expect him to really be focusing. And one of I think the road mayor for Kampala, the current road mayor for Kampala, was saying something that they need to separate politics from football.
Yes.
And if you notice, they always say across the globe is that football is supposed to be outside politics and the likes. But when you see Magogo is a member of parliament by something like in Biende there, again is the FIFA president, now again is bringing up his shitty mind into our football. And I mean, you remember in our previous podcast, I wouldn't be surprised that he was actually these shitty leaders to be broken down. It's not news to me. I mean, it was expected to happen.
By the way, there's a lot that has been happening.
Yeah.
But I think with the power of the people. For me, I told that guy, what is his name?
Mutiaba, yes.
He was looking
not the one for Kasuku.
Yes. Mike Mutiaba, yes. The footballer. He was looking for people. He had a petition. And he was looking over for 5,000 people to throw off the current FIFA president. And from there, I told him to contact me. I'll look for him and sign on that petition.
But you also have to give him his flowers in a way or two. It's because of him that I'm told that we were hosting this channel.
Oh, really?
Yes, it is because of him. He pushed that initiative. It's because of him that we now have 2 stadiums we can actually call and actually play from. Hoima is now ready and it's shining.
But you know, the Chan thing, it's a win-win situation.
How?
Tell us.
Do you know that every match, that guy gets a minimum of 800 million?
Who?
Out Magogo. FIFA gets a minimum of 500 million. The money you pay for the tickets.
Yes.
They collect a minimum.
Yes.
Of 800 million.
But it is more than that. I understand what you are trying to say, that it could have been easier if it could have been better for you if these matches were free. But I mean,
not free. But then he was making some good money in Chan, and he wanted to bring that into our league. That's where the things backfired.
Yeah. So
he wanted to take the games away from the team's pitches to Nampole and Machivu, and the things backfired because of his greediness.
He had made a deal with Ham.
and I think he has realized that really football fans in Uganda, we have power. Earlier on he thought we are useless and we are shit in mind, but it turns out actually it is him now, doing shitting things by himself. Because I mean things have backfired terribly for him. And I think at this moment as it stands, I don't think there is anyone who is always believing in that guy.
I think I'm one of those guys who wants him off. Let the guy go and do something else. He's an MP.
Yes, he's an MP for somewhere in Buyende.
Let him go to his municipality in Mubende.
How do you...
In Buyende.
How are you allowed to have two roles like that? You are an MP at the same time.
And you know what is interesting, Enel, is that the previous elections that were conducted for president, that guy I was told he was unopposed.
How?
Yeah. And if you follow the trend, I mean, if you look at how our current politics, we have similar names that being unopposed.
Yes.
So people were just, as in say, it shows that the entire district doesn't have any candidate that can stand against some people. They don't have papers and like. I mean, it's kind of like a little bit funny, a little bit off.
Yes.
But I mean, we may not be specific on which district we are referring to, but you have heard them on news that some areas where there are some good prominent people, they are unopposed.
And in those districts, they have schools.
Yes.
They have universities.
Yes.
So what do you mean someone is unqualified?
Yeah, and the Baganda saying of like Awakule Nume. You get, so we don't expect one person to be there. Hey, I am the only person who can represent the particular area. But anyway, other than that, so do you think if that guy gets did he drop his protest for getting the 5,000 signatures?
I don't know. So far, I need to follow up on him and see if he got the signatures. But for me, I want the guy off because we've been conceding some funny goals.
Yeah, but Double A says that, what have you done for Ugandan football?
I paid for tickets to go and watch the games.
We bought the drinks. I bought the drinks.
Other than that, have you advocated for anything for Ugandan football? Because, I mean, you could be potential in the FUFA house.
But by the way, I think...
Should think Uganda. Through 8 years, you could be potential.
Uganda. Everywhere is corrupt. There's corruption starting from Masaza Cups. Even if you want to go to Masaza, who knows you? Which coaches have you gone through?
I still find that thing hard to believe in a way or two. I feel like if you are good, I don't think someone is going to deny you a chance to play.
And they can't deny you if they have seen you play. But without a platform, you are nothing. You don't have anywhere to showcase your talent.
No, you begin from these small leagues. You be playing as you keep on going up and up and up.
That's what I'm saying. You need connection. You need someone to come and see you from that small team you're playing from and take you to the bigger stage.
Yes, the scouts be making those scouts.
Maybe we should do a survey and ask the players and see how many of those have moved up in their career. The way you're saying that you go and play your nice football here and there and then just advance.
Because I do not feel like a person like what's our this Okelo kid is a person who did that.
Who did what?
Who did that thing whereby he knew someone who did that.
No, I don't know why you always bring up is it that is Alan Okelo? I don't know which football do you see in that man. I mean personally, I'm not seeing any football in him. So I don't know why. I mean maybe is lucky or but of course player. At one moment of course you need luck in the game.
There is connection everywhere.
Yeah, could be connected.
On the point of connections, let's connect to our game week 9 and talk about how the matches are going to be. I'm saying it is quite an interesting one. There is quite a lot of games, but in general, I feel like we are still so far away from reaching that point whereby things become tough. But The first game was on a Friday, as I told you. Having a match on a Friday is lovely. It was Leeds and West Ham with a 2-1.
Is that your prediction?
Yeah, that is my
that's
prediction.
and you honestly believe that Leeds might hammer West Ham. I mean, there are chances yes that could happen, but I don't think so. I mean,
For me, I don't know what is going to come out of that game, because for me, I believe both of them are going to be relegated. So, regardless of whoever wins, they are both going to get relegated. Leeds, but
And
Leeds is
West Ham.
playing, by the way, very well.
On to the next. So Chelsea and Sunderland.
Chelsea's hammering that game seriously.
I think that's obvious.
yes.
Chelsea.
Yes.
Chelsea.
But have you seen Sunderland's position?
Yeah, we've seen, but again, I mean, we would still refer to the luck. Beginner's luck. I mean, that's, I don't know. It's still
Yeah, sure.
beginner's luck.
Our defender is not going to bring some magic again.
No, by the way, Sunderland is
Which
good.
defender are you referring to?
Mukile.
Well, now they are playing against Chelsea. The things are different. It
But-
will be more into the defense. He may not want to, overcome and play that play role.
But Chelsea has no Palmer, so it isn't as big of a threat.
They have a Brazilian Estival. Ask that to Liverpool. He will tell you what the money is.
Yes.
All right, our next game will be Newcastle and Fulham. Views?
Newcastle.
I would have to also third that. Man City, Brighton.
Glory, glory, Man United. You are asking that? Isn't it obvious?
I want to say it's going to be a draw.
And I still believe that Brighton is, like I said, anyway, Manu is trying to catch up. It's actually a very complicated game. It is either way. Like you're saying, Enel, it could be a draw, but still I strongly believe that Manu might come up victorious in that game.
But Brighton is tough.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It could be a draw.
There's no draw. United all the way.
All right, on to the next. Brentford and Liverpool.
Interesting.
I want to say Liverpool.
I also want to say Liverpool, but
The way Liverpool has been playing, again, I would say this, and I'll stick to my word, Liverpool will lose. Remember, Brentford, that's where we have Thiago.
yes.
Liverpool will lose.
I'm siding with Liverpool.
You
On this one.
winning?
Winning.
Good luck for you. We'll come back here next week and we'll see.
The Mwindi gave us an option when you're betting. It's called 1-2. Awangula. So for me, I'm there. 1-2. Whoever wins.
And then on Sunday, we will have Bournemouth and Newcastle.
Bournemouth and the Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest.
I don't know about Bournemouth. To me, it's better. I mean, you had the issues that we've been discussing earlier about Nottingham Forest's coach.
But Nottingham Forest is going to have a new coach because the current one just got sacked.
So you think that the new coach, these guys will wake up?
First time impression, yes.
No, they may not like it. They will be depressed with their coach.
I'm going to side with that other team, Bournemouth, because one, they are better than Nottingham Forest, and two, they are not having a new coach. Having a new coach changes a lot with the team.
Yes, it does, but sometimes coaches have to impress.
And earlier we were discussing something. If this coach is leaving, why can't they get his assistant and then becomes the coach? Why do they have to look from outside and then someone else new comes through? Why can't they promote the assistant coach?
Something like that happened in United.
Yes.
Because Carrick became the head coach
Exactly.
for like 3 games.
And
the guy won the
yes.
games, and then from nowhere they brought in what was
It's a Ten
his
Hag.
name? Ten Hag. The guy had to leave United.
Yeah, I would too, because that seems like
Exactly.
disrespect.
Yeah.
That is disrespect. On to the next, we have Arsenal and Crystal Palace. Standard procedure. On to the next.
That's
Tough game.
No. Yes, we know standard procedure. We are not doing well on time, but it's a very complicated game.
It's a very
Crystal
tough game.
Palace
I still say Arsenal.
draw.
I'll go for
Browlers?
Palace. I'll go for Palace.
All right, Aston Villa and Man City.
Of course.
Why are you asking
Why
such
are you even
obvious
asking about
things?
this game?
Don't ask for obvious things. How can you compare Manchester to Aston Villa? That game is like to go in a 5-0.
The one who managed
Yes.
Erling Braut Haaland.
Captain of the world.
Okay.
Yes.
Wolves and Burnley. Here it's quite
Burnley.
obvious as well.
Burnley. Sure, because you look at the current
Because
position for Wolves.
Wolves has been losing a lot of games.
Yeah.
And then at the end, we'll have Everton and Spurs.
Draw.
I don't know why I
It
might
feels
pick for
like a
there. It
draw.
feels like Everton is like to win. No. I feel like Everton will win.
Yeah.
For me, I'll go with the draw.
All right, and
Because Everton is playing well and Spurs is struggling. But Spurs, I don't know what is wrong with Spurs. But we shall see.
So yeah, that was the last game week, and I like how they didn't put a game on Monday.
Yeah,
it was
it's
on
pretty
Friday,
interesting.
as I said.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so this is how they should always do it.
Yes.
So how are our teams?
Well, personally, I've made a few changes because I know very well that Everton against Tottenham might be a crazy game. So that's why I've decided to put in the Bravaka, given the fact that they are playing against Wolves. So I have higher chances that I may like to get a clean sheet from there. Then of course my main man, my defender of the world, I have Estivo, still Burnley. And then I have Lodon, that one Leeds, and then I have Senesi as usual. And today, this time I'm using 3 defenders.
Okay.
I'm using 4 midfielders. Of course, I'm still maintaining Captain Loss. Salah. I'm still maintaining him. And not because I want him, again, I will say this, but because of Kuzanya Chifiriza. That's why I'm maintaining him. And then, of course, I have Colin, though I'm a little bit getting disappointed.
Chifiriza for the flops.
That is what is happening.
Chifiriza for the flops.
Then I have, of course, Semenyo. You know, last time Semenyo did wonders for you guys, and then I was actually off. So, and then, of course, I'm still doubting about Reindeers. If he blunders mid this coming game week, I'm dropping him. Then, of course, the captain of the world, the best man on the planet as it stands now, that is one and only Haaland. Still maintaining my captain Ambam, and of course I'm maintaining Thiago. And again, I'm maintaining Thiago because not necessarily that I want him so much. Again, Kuzanya Chifiriza. Yes. And then Joe Pedro, this one we're extremely disappointed. I wanted to take him off this game week, but I had to change my mind for some reasons because I understand the Paloma will be coming back literally nearly soon. So I suspect he might get his form back. So ideally that's my team for this coming game week.
Okay. For some reason, all the players have been transferring in. None of them is giving me more than 2 points. I don't know whether when I use my wild card, someone out there bewitched my team. Because something is not right.
Things are not moving as expected.
I bought Ban. Ever since I brought in the guy, 2 points. But in my goal, since Dubravka really gave me some good points last game week, I'm keeping him in goal because Everton is facing Spurs. And as much as I thought it was a draw, I think not a goalless one.
Yeah.
These guys are bound to score each other. So I'm keeping Dubravka against Wolves.
Okay.
And then I'm keeping Timber in my team, Pedro Polo. And then let me give Ban another chance. And then I'm going with 5 midfielders. Ndiaye, Cunha, Semenyo, and I'm transferring out Reinders for Caicedo. I'm tired.
Interesting.
The guy's been blanking, and why I'm bringing in Caicedo is for consistency.
But is a defensive midfielder.
I'm counting on
Where
the
they
2 points
scores.
for playing because the guy hardly gets any cuts. 2 points for playing 90 minutes, and then the 2 for defensive contribution. So as long as I don't get anything less than 4,
Okay.
I'm bound to be good.
Okay.
So I brought in the guy for consistency, and then I'm keeping Saka. And again, it's obvious for the striking.
Yeah.
The number 1 striker.
In the world.
Standard.
I think I'm going to get his poster.
Or his sign shirt.
Yeah. Haaland. And then let me first keep Joao Pedro. Watch him for a while.
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's going to play in the Champions League. The guy got a red card. in the previous game, so he'll be well rested. Let's wait for the next game. We can see how he performs. And then on my bench, Pickford, Maguire, Mokile, and Steve. Off to you, NL.
Now me, as per this time, I'm not yet sure of how my team is going to stand because I'm going to use my wild card. I have made the decision and it is final to use it. What I know is that I'm not keeping Salah. I am going to sell him. I'm not quite sure of the players I'm going to have, but one thing is for sure, I'm not going to have Salah.
So you are officially tired of.
So in other words, you cannot give us a hint of how your team is going to be. Since you're going to overhaul your team if you're bringing the wild card.
I am going to bring in Raya. I may bring in your keeper. He looks like he's playing Akashua.
Pickford or Dubravka?
Dubravka. I'm going to keep a Steve. I may also bring in your defender.
Which one?
Mukire.
You may give respect to that man. Yes, mention him.
Mukire, I may bring him. I'm also going to bring in Saka. Now there is another player who I'm looking at, Walter Man. Yeah.
The one for Newcastle.
Tell us.
It's your wild card, so
yeah, he looks promising. But then again, I'm thinking, should I bring in Isak and just have him on my bench
now?
So that is still a matter of debate.
For now, I think either you need to get off this show or we get you a therapist.
Yes.
Well, folks, thank you. That's what we had for this week. Always and always, please like, follow, and please subscribe. Our socials are still the Great Minds Podcast 256. Anything for our viewers before we sign out?
No, not really. All I can tell our viewers is that next week we're likely to have some Champions League that is likely to run through
in
the midweek. So keep on watch. But again, the usual disclaimer that we always have is that this is a football. I mean, happiness is free.
Yeah.
Don't be depressed. If you find something that is making you unhappy, your life is better than that particular item that is making you unhappy. So it's better you be healthy than being, So enjoy yourself. This is the reason that's why we do this podcast, is to share our excitement and our enjoyment. We know of recent we've been having issues with the Man United fans, but the way it looks like now, it's like they are literally on the drip. They are getting back in shape. And I'm very sure the Man United fans now are happy. Our colleague here is also resuming to put on the jersey for Man United. So congratulations for that. So we'll keep in touch. And colleagues, that's all I had for you this week.
Douglas?
Speaking of disclaimers, this is from following NL's podcast. Because you can't bring in Isak based on how he's performing. But again, this is just a game and we are here to have fun. So again, play this game with passion, with your heart. This is football. Football was made to make you happy, to make you loosen up, to make you relax, chill your head. And so keep on playing the game. We love the game. We love football. That's why we are here. So don't be scared. Be like NL. Use your wild card. If you have used it already, for you, we have nothing for you. You're already bottling wherever you are. But again, thanks for tuning in. This is Double S of NL.
Maybe NL, we had discussed of adding something to do with how our league is performing. I don't know if I can go through the league.
Yes.
So as it stands now in our league, our number one league, I'm not talking about any other league. So as it stands now, we have undefeatable coming into as number one position, and is literally having 540 points as it stands.
It's crazy.
Could be less. There could be less or more than that. And then when you look at, of course, I come in as second with close to 400 points, 470 something points. And then we have Fifi the King coming in into we have the unit coming in into the third position, then followed by Fifi the King. But what is interesting there is the NL moments. Because,
what happened?
I mean, because when you look at Fifi the King, she's what is happening? You're on the podcast, she's not on the podcast.
We go back to our disclaimer. This is from following NL's podcast.
So NL is coming into the 5th position. That is NL moments.
Hence the wild card.
And then we have Kai Life FC. This man, I think, anytime soon is likely to go on a trip.
He's been on vacation. We can't blame him. He's been on vacation.
The way Liverpool is playing, it's becoming a nightmare for him. And then, of course, we at number 7 we bring in Camps FC, and then of course Pioneers, and so far that is how we are standing in our private league. Over to you, NL.
As of after, as per the decision we made, I believe I'm going to climb up with the decision because I'm going to have to change my entire team.
Oh.
But we will see. Anyway, once again, like, share, and comment, and please push that notification button so that you get informed whenever we drop. And for the parents who are going for videos, please leave the school early. Because this jam. No.
Yeah.
Please leave early and all right, guys.
All right.
Peace.
See ya.